Alright, it's not in the box yet, or in a in an enclosure of any kind, but this is my version of the Cacophanator. I'll zoom right in and see if we can get the let's see. There you go, there's the board. And look at the size of that cap. That is humongous. Like there's my finger. And what can we put next to it? Here's a sharp. Oh, it's not. You can see it's freaking huge. That's the 2200 mic. So yeah, there's not much else on the board. I've got. Let me zoom out again. Ooh, trying to keep it nice and still. I've got it on the tripod, but yeah, we'll try. Anyway, okay, so we've got oscillator 1, 2, 3 and 4 there, and what's that? Oscillator 5 is this one, and oscillator 6 is this one here. Now oscillator 5 and 6 are separate from the whole other circuit, as in they're not connected to the other oscillators. They don't even connect to the output at all. Strange how it works. Go and have a look at the circuit. I think I've posted it up, but there you go. I've also got 6 switches here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've actually got 4. There's 4 there which switch between capacitors. So I've got. See if you can see that. Where are we? Using multiple hands here. I suppose that's what they're for. So there's a switch for oscillator 1, switching between 2 capacitors. Alright, one side of the capacitor, each capacitor goes to ground. So I've tied them together. If you can see that. Oh, where is it? Come on, focus. Somewhere back there. Anyway, you can see just in front of my finger, they tie to that black wire, tie together, which goes down to ground. And I've chosen capacitors which I like the sound of. So there you go. I'll just move this back. Where are we? Come on. Just somewhere there. Okay, I know it's a mess of wires, but you know what we like. Okay, so the capacitors on oscillator 1 and 2, the switches of 1 and 2, are the same. The capacitors on oscillators 3 and 4 are the same. Now, switch 5, I'll call this switch 5. This goes between oscillator 1 and oscillator 2. Now, if you look in the circuit, what I've done, I've put a switch in. Instead of taking the output of oscillator 1 and sending it to the output, I've taken a germanium diode, and I've put it between basically between the 2 oscillators. So when I switch it over, the 2 oscillators join together via a germanium diode. I just like the sound of that. This switch here is basically the on-off switch. Woo, pretty. Wait. There we go. What else have we got here? It's still going. That's the 2200 microfarad capacitor discharging. This is just a push button, so I can go. and this here is basically a chokes the voltage, but it's not choking the input voltage, it's choking the voltage out of the capacitor into the circuit. So if I turn it up, there you go. Alright, so what I'll do, I've got that turned down pretty far at the moment. Okay, I've just turned the screen around so I can see what I'm videoing. I'll turn it on completely, and I won't use the switch, but I'll just fiddle with a few other things, and I'll sort of try and tell you what I'm doing. LED on. So this is oscillator 1. Oscillator 2. Joiner over, so that's now got oscillator 1 and oscillator 2 joined together through that diode. Now just for fun, that's turning the voltage right down. Turn it up until it starts playing. Come on. So now, if I get, what do we got here? Okay, so that's on, it's switched over onto that capacitor at the moment, the green cap. That's 1, switch 2 over. Put a bit more voltage in. Now these ones here, I've made them use smaller pots so I can recognise which ones they are. These are the oscillator 5 and 6, which are separated. It's weird. Turn it off. And then push the magic red button. And I can give it more voltage. Depending what you've got switched in and all that sort of stuff, depends on how long it takes to discharge. I'll turn it on completely. Got maximum voltage, and I'm using 12 volts here. article saying that the 5th and 6th oscillator, which are not connected to the circuit in any way, except that they're in the same IC, which is the 40106, they've got a relationship to where the starve pod is. Alright, so if I turn this now, that one's not going to really do anything. This one will. Right, now if I change the voltage, starve the hell out of it. Not touching it. I've got the oscillator 1 and 2 are switched together at the moment. Disconnect. So this is 2. This is 1. 1 and 2. That's on there. Turn it off. Wait for it. Go and have a coffee, have a smoke, come back. I don't smoke, but you know. Still going. Still going. The LED's out, but still going. I've actually got this. That'll get rid of it. Hit the button. Turn it back on. Cut the voltage down a bit. Let's see if I can find the diagram. Just to give you guys a heads up. If you haven't seen it, let me just turn this back around. I'll leave that going. So, all these lines that I've crossed things out, that's when I put the stuff in circuit, I cross them out. Okay, so here's the main circuit. With my addition, put the germanium in there, but it's got a switch on there now. And this part here is oscillator 5 and 6. Okay, so So it's not connected to the output. It just does stuff. Good stuff. We like the stuff it does. Now that's with 1 and 2 connected. Now disconnect it. Oh, it doesn't like that, does it? Now, this is just the Cacophanator by itself. It's not going through any other modules. You can probably see the other modules sitting there, sort of. I'm not planning on putting it through the other modules. I've tried and it didn't really do much that excited me, so I'm going to put it in a enclosure by itself. I just got to find something that, you know, will suit it. There you go. Alright. Hope you enjoyed that. One of my cats has just woken up. If you heard. That's Coco. Hi Coco. Do you want to be on the interwebs again? Let's see if we can get Coco on the interwebs again. Coco's on her chair. Aren't you Coco? Cokie. Hi. Okay. There you go. Have a look at the fun room. I'm just testing my GPU at the moment. But there you go. Alright kids, enjoy.